Education is really important to me as I'm going to be an elementary school teacher. I'm in school for that. So this trip really spoke to me, and it was something I was interested in, and it was something that was important to me, so I felt like I wanted to get involved.
Of course, Nicaragua being a Latin American country, it touches close to home. Another thing that was really important to me is that I learned that at the beginning of this high school, most of the students were females, and that's really, really important. Sometimes people don't know that it's not that they don't want to have an education, it's that you have to pick your priorities, and if you can feed yourself, if you can provide shelter for your kids, getting an education is not going to be your priority.
I know on a smaller scale what it's like to have to fight for your education and try to find a way to make it work financially, to just really be super creative with how to figure everything out to make it possible. So I was really excited to have the chance to be able to give that to other people and help them to have that moment of excitement of I get to learn things and it's actually something I can do and can accomplish.
It was super fun to be in there because you realize that no matter the circumstances, they are just kind of regular high school kids. It was a regular rowdy high school class where the teacher was picking on students who maybe weren't paying attention as much as she wanted them to be, or she would ask them a question and they would say, "Oh, I don't know the answer," and then she took on someone else, and at the end of the lesson she would say, "Do you have any questions?" And of course no one raised their hand. She says, "Okay, so next time I ask you if you know the answer, you're going to know it, right?" And this sort of universal tough teacher attitude that she had.
We were trying to communicate and trying to talk, and there was a little bit of a barrier, but she was so engaged and she was so interested. She kept getting up to grab the teacher and ask the teacher, "How do you say this? And how do I say that?" And she wanted to tell me that blue was her favorite color and she loved my hair. And I remember at the end, she grabbed the teacher to come over to say that she promised that she would study very hard in English. And I told her that I would promise that I would learn Spanish.
I really enjoyed welding and sawing the metal rods, and I also really enjoyed cutting the tiles with the circular electric saw. And it was kind of scary, and Austin gave me the directions and said, "Are you good?" And I said, just show me one more time, just so I don't lose all my fingers.
I was sitting at the construction site the first day when we were learning about stuff, and Austin was showing us the plans and talking about all the renewable and sustainable things that he was doing to build. And my brother is an environmental studies major at the University of Oregon, and he's so passionate about the environment and all of that stuff. So I wrote down everything that Austin said about being environmentally sustainable and how they're building with alternative materials and they're composting, having compost toilets.
It was the most amazing thing to get to run around the town with the kids. That was so great, and everybody was there was no language barrier anymore. We were all just running around and laughing, and it was great.
I think the scavenger hunt had a big impact on me, not just because it was fun, but because I got to see the kids and see what they were like. They're so smart and just getting really into it, and it was really cool to see how much they loved that little school that they're going into.
We've been building water filters, so ways of filtering the water without using any chemicals, without using any mechanical equipment or anything like that. And it's really clever because it's a system of sand and rocks and buckets and just natural gravity.
Everything was being utilized from around us, and everyone was helping. The families were helping, mixing, sifting, molding, and you could actually see it come together right in front of you. And we were literally helping these people right then and there, not something in the future, but right now.
I asked Vilma, she's 7 years old. I asked her first if there was a school nearby because I wanted to know if there was an elementary school, and she told me that yes, that there was a small school around. And I asked her if she had ever been to school before, and she told me no, never, and that broke my heart. It was really, really, really sad.
I liked how ahead of time we had a Facebook group to kind of get to know one another, so it wasn't too shocking when we all met in person. It was actually really cool. It's like meeting a friend after not seeing them for a couple years kind of thing.
Because I am a shy person and really nervous in general, So I definitely didn't anticipate that I would become so close to them so quickly. And now I miss them if I'm apart from them for a few hours.
I think it's so special because this is just a community of like the most benevolent people that you could ever imagine, and everybody is so willing to make friends, and they just have the biggest hearts.
It's so funny because the other day they were a little bit late and Tracy was like, oh, text them or something. I don't have any way of communicating with them because we're friends in real life. This project has brought fantastic people together, and it's been really amazing, the friendships that we have made here, and hopefully they'll last forever.
I know many people have already said to you the word family, but that's what it kind of feels like. It really does. My roommates were great. Everyone around the site worked hard, and we all laughed and had fun together. We exchanged stories. I mean, these people are enthusiastic and smart, and they're going to change the world, all of them.